Now let's talk about actually managing the group membership, because there's going to be times when you need to add or remove members of a group. Now this is very easy to do, but it can be confusing. Then you'll want to stop and make sure that you think this through. I always actually map it out and then work off the map when I'm working with group memberships. But let's take our Sales Global group that we built a video or two ago in a different video called Adding Groups. If I right click that, notice I can say add to a group. Well, you have to be careful here. This is going to add the Sales Global group to another group. I can come down to Properties and choose the Members tab, and this is where I add members to this group. So just make sure you read very carefully and you think through what's happening. So if I click the Add button here, now this is bringing up the Active Directory search tool. A couple of things you need to notice here. First of all, I can just type the names in here if I know what they are. And if I click right here, it will show me some examples of those. What I always like to do is click on Advanced, and then if I don't type anything in here and just click Find, it will show me everything. Notice here's all my users. Notice it's checking for users, groups, or other objects. And then the description over here will tell you what this is. So here's domain computers, domain controllers. Here's a user that we set up. Here's our global group. So you can see all kinds of things in here. I can also change these object types by clicking on this and saying, hey, you know what? Show me computers as well. And I'll have to research. And then it'll start to actually show me a computer. So be careful and read this through and see what you're getting. If I want to just add Frank R. Jones, I can type Frank in here. If I hit Find Now, there it found Frank for me. And so I can just double click Frank and it puts him in right there, and I can click OK, and I just added Frank as a member of the Sales Global group. Piece of cake to do. Now I can also go straight to Frank. I just canceled that. So let's go find Frank. I think I put him in the east. Yes. Notice I can right click on Frank and go to Properties and say Member Of, and I can add him to a group here. So I can go find my global group, my Sales Global, and I just added and made Frank a member of Sales Global. So now if I go back to my Sales Global and go to Properties and look at members, Frank is in there. Okay, so you can add it from the user side or from the group side. Okay, you just want to be very careful with an Active Directory search tool and make sure that you're getting what you see. Now, depending on where you kick off that search tool, notice that if I try to add Sales Global to another group, it's only looking for groups or built-in security principles. And so I'll have to work with that and make some changes if I would like. So just be aware of that when you're going in there. That search tool can be confusing for you. So make sure you read it all and play with it just a little bit. But that's how to manage group membership.